For many gas companies, handling both steel and composite LPG cylinders is a new experience. Composite cylinders are lighter and easier to handle and do not require reconstruction or modification to existing filling lines. In this video, we provide recommendations on logistics and handling of our cylinders, from their presence in a filling plant to the hands of the end users. Hexagon Rgasco cylinders are lighter than aluminium and steel cylinders. Even when full, our largest cylinders are under the maximum lifting limit allowed by European and North American institutions. The low weight combined with an ergonomic design makes our cylinders very easy to lift, handle and stack, further reducing the risk of occupational injury. Cylinders should be stored and transported in accordance with national regulations and procedures. The cylinder and valve should be protected against drop, impact and physical damage. Before transport and long-duration storage, the cylinder stack should be stabilized by the use of straps, transport or storage cages or similar. It is not recommended to transport composite cylinders loose on any vehicle, as the potential for impact and abrasion damage is too high. Special care should be taken when handling the cylinders with a forklift truck to avoid impact damage caused by cages falling or FLT forks hitting any cylinder. Stacking should not exceed the following limits. If steel cages are used for transportation and handling, we recommend that they are equipped with guides for the forks for lifting. This way, the forklift driver will not be able to hit the cylinders. Where cages or pallets without sides are used, the cylinders should be secured together to prevent falling and abrasion. Abrasion will spoil the aesthetic appearance of the cylinder. Where cages are used, the cylinder should not contact any metal frame directly. We recommend the use of a soft material around the inside of the cage to prevent the cylinders from being abraded during transport. Make sure that the cylinder is not squeezed by the palletizer system and that the cylinders are set gently to the platform of the truck. National and international regulations for the transport of dangerous goods determine the types of vehicles to be used for the transport of LPG cylinders. These vehicles must be well ventilated and comply with the relevant fire and explosion risk safety standard. Always inspect cylinders and set aside cylinders suspected of having suffered damage during handling. They will require a secondary inspection by a trained operator. Employees must inspect cylinders for the following: fiber breaks, dented or broken casing, heat damage, visual integrity of the valve. As composite cylinders are lighter than steel cylinders, manual handling into and out of distribution cages is easier. At dealers' premises, it may be necessary to remove cylinders from cages to make a delivery. In this case, additional care must be taken to prevent falling and impact damage. At smaller points of sale, manual handling or trolleys and carts are often used to move cylinders around. Therefore, the risk of impact damage is increased. Dealers, resellers and stockists should be made aware of the handling procedures and precautions to be observed. Always inspect cylinders at the point of sale. Any cylinder suspected of having suffered damage will require a secondary inspection by a trained operator. When receiving an empty cylinder, employees at distribution points must inspect cylinders for the following: fiber breaks, dented or broken casing, heat damage, visual integrity of the valve. Once the cylinder has been inspected, the rest of the exchange can take place and the end customer can take the cylinder home. It is important to inform users about the following recommendations. Do not expose to direct heat. Do not handle violently. Do not drop the cylinder. Do not store against sharp edges and areas where cuts and fiber damage can occur.